Unconditional love, unconditional time. Never thought I would come back from that state of mind. In my blindness, I trapped myself away, and in darkness, you reached out to me. You made me see what there was worth to see. And I said, she strangled me down, cut me in half, and opened my eyes to see clearly. She wants me to breathe in love. She wants me to break my doubts. Yeah, I want her to feel in love, and I want her to share some of their love for what is to come. I feel the times changing. For who's to blame? Baby, you know I would never leave you again. Say the words, look them out. Say the words,
Alrighty, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. We are starting earlier than usual. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. But, as far as I can tell, better than just canceling. Because who knows who else will meet along the way. So, that's the idea at least. Because I, of all times, have an interview at 8 p.m. at night. Which is kind of strange. But just how it goes. Ooh, that looks good. My hope today is to finish The Dreamer. Not that I'm getting tired of The Dreamer, but it's really the only outstanding mini right now, so I kind of just want to finish it. Alright, Retrowave Outrun. Hell yeah. Been playing Cyberpunk 2077, and I am just in a mad vibe for Synthwave. Yeah, Marcy. Hi. Hello, baby. You need to go lay down, okay? You're not gonna get any of what I'm eating. I promise. You're not gonna get none of it. Hey, Sacred Demon, how are you doing? Good to see you. Ugh, hiccup. Welcome, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday today. Magenta. And flesh. So this is what I have personally really started to like as my triad for flesh tones. And it's magenta as the shadow, flesh tone, Winsor Newton, as the mid-tone, and Caucasian flesh as Gamblin. Ooh, hell yeah, sous vide brisket. Let me know how it turns out. I love doing stuff sous vide. Love sous vide. I have not done sous vide in a long time. I should. I've still got the equipment for it. That's actually what I'm eating right now, is just some leftover smoked brisket and sausage. So, let me tell you, that's been nice. Albeit it's cold right now, I decided not to heat it up. Honestly, I kind of like chilled meats better anyways. But that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Oh, man. Sous vide brisket. Hell yeah. That's gonna be tasty. Exactly. Exactly. I got the spice to keep me warm. So who needs it to actually have a temperature? If it's spicy enough, I can't tell the difference. Alright. So, we got 3 distinct colors on the face. We got magenta, rosy skin, pale skin. That's what we're gonna try to pick out. Hey Valendar, how are you doing? How are you doing, Valandar? Good to see you. Ooh, let's take a look at what this is. Yo, I love it. That looks awesome. Check that out, everyone. That is awesome. Beautiful work. I love the lantern. The green glow is awesome. But seriously, Pumpkinhead, that is fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, did it not work? Hold up. There we are. There, look at that. Now you can see it. Now you can see it. I'm like, wait a minute. Why didn't it show up? Yo, is it with Cora and the squirrel? Because if that's the video you're talking about, I cried. I was laughing so hard. Hey, Lickin' Brushes, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Oh, God. Oh, that was so funny. Oh, I lost it. I was laughing so hard at that video. Oh, man. Absolutely too funny. Like, I know Holly's not, like, here in stream right now, or at least let's double check. Yeah, she's not. So, alright, listen. I want you all to keep a secret, okay? I'm gonna find as many squirrel chew toys as I can and mail them to her for Christmas. Like, after that, I'm absolutely mailing her a box of squirrel chew toys for Cora. But I'm trusting y'all. Keep it on the down low. Exactly, Sacred Demon. No, you did a great job on that mini. Exactly. Oh, man. Absolutely hilarious. That I loved Up. What a good movie. Come on. Every day this cap gets harder to remove. Good, I'm glad to hear that. You've done just a phenomenal job on it. You really have. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Jesus. I'm gonna have to figure out how to clean this off. It's getting harder and harder to remove. Jeez. Yo, for those of you who are playing Cyberpunk 2077, I finished the game. Let me tell you. Damn, CD Projekt Red can write. That game had me hooked. What else have you been up to, Valandar, besides chasing squirrels? So let me tell you, if you're worried about not liking the game, whew, it's hard not to love that game. Even with the bugs, I love it. Like, I am loving Cyberpunk. That got my Cyberpunk itch scratched. Yo, yeah. It's best just to create a character without one. Without anything. Even then, the game is not very Twitch streamable due to just sometimes out of nowhere tits. Just straight up out of nowhere boobs. Same with the, like, I have not seen any out of nowhere dick. False. There was one out of nowhere dick. It was my own dick. I just, character woke up and I was naked and it's like, oh, okay then. But, yeah, no, you don't find any naked guys in the game. kind of lopsided on that front. Hey, Evan, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. Today's been a good day. We're doing stream early because I've got an interview at 8 o'clock at night. So. Oh, yeah, we're talking about Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk 2077 is an absolute masterpiece in my opinion. Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. That makes the game 100% streamable. Yeah, Sacred Demon, hell yeah. I think I played 37 hours. So the main story is just spectacular. Like, when you guys finish the game, for those of you who are playing, you want to talk about the ending, hit me up off stream. I'll absolutely talk ending with you because, damn. And if anyone figures out how to get the secret ending, you tell everybody how to get the secret ending because no one knows how to get it yet. When the game ends, there is nothing post final story. So when you end the game, there's nothing else after. There's no continuation. It jumps you back to a critical junction before the end segment. So that's not a spoiler. It's just, there is a point, there's a cutoff where it says you're going to go forward. That's when you reach the end game. When you finish the end game, you're brought back to that point. So there's no after end content. Technically, everything has to happen before the end of the game. But don't get me wrong, it is spectacular and is 100% worth doing. Yo, that's really cool, Valendar. Are you planning on playing Cyberpunk then? That's really cool. Yeah. Like, you can still keep playing. For me personally, just solid all the way through, one and done. Personally, I'm gonna play the shit out of the game more, but I could also be done right now and live the rest of my life completely satisfied. It's that good. Fair. Yo, even with the bugs, I only had one game-breaking issue, and it was simple as reloading. I was relatively bug-free. Albeit my car got stuck on things constantly, but that's more of just an annoyance than anything. The writing is phenomenal. I gotta see what this is. One second, I'll look up something really quick. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. I'm on to another interview. Hell yeah. Oh, it was great. It was great. It was great. That made me laugh really hard. $220 mods, holy shit. I mean, it's using the red engine, so I'd imagine anyone who's modded, Witcher can mod this game. Thank you. Although they asked me if I want to program in Scala. I'm like, Scala? Isn't that just a Java alternate? And it is. I mean, honestly, a language is a language is a language. Yo, dedicated dodge key would be nice. Yeah, those performance patches are worth it. So, that's good. So, alright, so I did an interview. And it's always risky to do this. Don't do what I did. Or I guess do what I did, because it got me along to the next step. But, alright, so I'm interviewing for a company, and they send me a programming test. It's easy. Take some data in JSON, crunch it into something meaningful, and give it to us. I'm like, okay, cool. So they wanted me to write it as a script. So start at A, end at Z. And it's like, we want to look at you for scalability, reusability, conciseness of code. And I'm like, then why the hell are you guys giving it to me as a script? Nah, screw this. 2 hours. In 2 hours, you give me 2 hours to do this, which is the time limit, 1 to 2 hours. All right, 1 to 2 hours, I could write a script, unit test, everything, be 100% done with the project. All right, cool, whatever. Or, in 2 hours, I could do an entire microservice architecture deployed on Docker, with it being an actual web service that gets and sends data respectively, fully kitted out with all of the right interfaces and everything properly DI'd together so that way it all just connects and plugs in and then you just run it with 2 lines of code in 2 hours. But it doesn't follow the instructions because they say make a script, have it print to console. So I'm like, okay. Hey, Zombie Brush, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I'm doing good. I just got word back from a company that they want to move forward with the next interview. I submitted their technical last night. And so what I was saying is that I didn't follow the instructions. I did like half the instructions because I didn't write it as a script. I like All right, Valandar, as always, stay steep. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Go find that squirrel. I've gotten used to double tap dodge and ESO. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm fine with double tap dodge. That's not a problem. I actually prefer double tap dodge, honestly. It's gotten me killed a couple of times accidentally, but honestly, it's not that bad. Well, I appreciate that, Zombie Brush. I appreciate that. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's not every day you actually proceed in an interview by not following the rules, but I'm just like, okay, these guys don't, like, they're skeptical. So I'm like, okay, I'll come up with a really solid paragraph describing how in real business life you actually have to follow the rules. But since their point is for me to prove that I know what I'm doing, I'm going to go above and beyond. So I wrote an entire service. Like, you could ship that thing straight to AWS and it'd work. Like, 0 problems. Integrated Swagger natively, which is just a documentation tool. So that way you can actually go to the Swagger page and just test all of my APIs. Yeah, I treated them more like guidelines. I met all of the requirements for date, time, processing, all that kind of stuff, but I didn't make it to the unit testing. I did 2 hours and I didn't get to the unit testing. And unit testing is just a way to encapsulate a portion of the software and make sure that it all works. You have integration testing, which is to connect to all of the pipes and make sure water flows. So integration testing is kind of, is the whole piping watertight? Whereas unit testing is, does this one piece of pipe have a crack? Or a blockage? So I didn't get to that part, but I just kind of explained, like, this is what you do, this is how you get through it. Honestly, unit testing is unit testing. I don't think we need to go into too much detail on that because the harder part was what I just did. So, it worked. It worked. It was a huge gamble. It was a huge gamble. I debated with myself for a whole week. Like, I took a whole week just to decide whether or not I was going to do that. Because it only took 2 hours to write the challenge. But I'm, like, debating, weighing, like, pros, cons, like, trying to figure out what the right was. And finally, I'm just like, nah, screw it. I'm going to do the best job that I can. And it worked. So, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes. That has backfired on me in the past, though. That has absolutely backfired on me in the past. I have done that, and they've gone... yo, you didn't follow the instructions, sorry. And I go, really? Did you actually read the code, though? That's fine. So, but enough about me. How's everyone else doing? We're working on our cute little leprechaun. Oh, we made it to skin tones today. Mountain of fire. So, that's gonna be fun. So. Oh, thank you, Zombie. I appreciate that. And yo, I've got an interview at 8 o'clock tonight. 8 o'clock my time tonight. So that's why we're streaming early, is because that is... What a weird time, but it's, you know what, whatever. I'm not gonna complain. It's an interview. So that just gets me. That makes me laugh. They're trying to rush it along. They're trying to make it fast, which I appreciate. So, you know what? I am going to have an interview, a technical interview, probably every day, right up until Christmas. From different companies. Especially one of them, which is why it's at 8 o'clock tonight, is because they want to do the first technical tonight, so I can do the next technical tomorrow, so they can potentially get me something before they go on holiday. So, we'll see what happens. It'd be nice to have an offer by the end of this week. But I won't be starting till middle of January, regardless. No matter how I slice this, I still have another month of being unemployed. Which is fine. Once I actually get an offer from a company, I can stop applying. Like, once I get an offer from a company I want, which is all the companies I'm applying to, and no one else has any offers to look at if they don't get it to me reasonably in time, then once I've made the decision who I'm going with, I can stop applying. I don't have to deal with any of that garbage. We can just stream constantly and rest assured that I've got my safety net back, and then we'll figure out what stream looks like long term to get us moved into this position. But I still probably have another 5 years of work to do on the stream before really I'm moving on to here full time. Like 100% for realsies. Which is okay, because honestly the jobs that I'm looking at right now are really cool. So it's going to be awesome to get to do this. We're going to keep commissions open, by the way. Commissions will stay open from now on, because that's how we're going to grow this business venture. But in the meantime, it's going to be a blast to just... It's going to be good to be back on solid ground again. Ooh, that's exciting, Zombie Brush. I want to see that. Ooh, what are you're working on a coat for a model. Ooh, that'd be awesome. I want to see it, Evan. Sorry about the furlough. Well, hopefully the furlough's lifted so you can get back to work. But full-time streaming and homeschooling your kids, I mean, that's some solid one-on-one time with kids, and you know, probably works out good in their favor too. So, but I understand that, and I hope that you guys that you're able to work, and that I hope stream's going well. Which actually reminds me, for those of you who are not following Zombie Brush Studios, come on, computer, pull up lay keyboard. All right. 1 second. Oh. For those of you who are not following Zombie Brush Studios, please give Zombie Brush Studios a follow. Zombie Brush Studios is absolutely a friend of the channel. Go give them some love. I didn't know you were furloughed in November. Go give Zombie Brush Studios some love. Everyone's struggling right now. Let's help out each other as much as we can. Hell yeah, I look forward to seeing it. Listen, this recruiter that I'm talking to is so chill. Holy shit. I have never worked with a recruiter more chill than her. Absolutely, absolutely. Yo, that's awesome though. Chef for 15 years. That is just fantastic. Oh man. Well, that explains the wait, are you who's doing sous vide? Wait, someone's doing sous vide. No, it's Sacred Demon who's doing sous vide, isn't it? Who's doing sous vide? I can't remember. Someone's doing sous vide. Brain. Oh, Sacred Demon that's doing sous vide. Sorry, getting stuff disconnected up there. My brain's all over the place. I just took a bucket full of C++ last night and just started drinking. Cause it's been, 5 years since I've done C++. And I've got a technical interview at 8 tonight on C++. So thankfully it all came back, but my brain has been hard switched to C++ right now. Like, fluency in languages, I understand what it feels like to have fluency. Hey, R, good. I'm gonna be on till about 6 p.m. my time. Because then I'll have 2 hours to just, finalize any prep, get my nerves under control, make sure my tech's working, the like. That's awesome, though, that you're a chef, Zombie Brush. What's your favorite thing to cook? Probably a contrived question, but I still want to know. That's right. How do you like being a sysad? I could never be a sysad. I have a lot of respect for what you do, because system admin just grinds my gears. Oh, it sounds delicious. Don't fear the shell. Oh, please. I love shell. No, I dislike sysad because it feels like I am just I don't know. In all of my experience with doing sysad work, I always feel like I get barked at for everything. And that is not how I like to be interacted with, especially in my professional capacity. And perhaps I've just been in bad situations for it. Because I love AWS management and all that kind of stuff. I just get tired of people yelling at me that a computer's not working. And I'm like, I'm sorry that you opened Chrome 80 times. It's not my fault. Windows admins won't use Bash or PowerShell. Oh, come on, grow up. It's you need it. No, I feel you on that. Listen, I actually run the subsystem for Linux on all of my Windows machines because I prefer Bash over CMD. So the Linux subsystem for Windows is honestly flawless. I run the Ubuntu subsystem, but I've actually been looking at and changing it up to Arch Linux just because it's going to be a little bit cleaner. But still. I'm about to have a nap before work. Oh. I'm about to have a nap before work, so I'm kind of bummed I won't catch a bunch of stream. It's okay, Arg. I understand. The VOD will always be available, and I'll be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow and Friday's times will likely be shifted a little bit. Because of interviews. But like I was saying a little bit ago, I don't know if you're here or not by that point. Either way, for anyone who's just now joining us, once I get an offer from a company that I accept, then I'm just going to be streaming nonstop until my job starts. Because I don't have to actively search anymore, so. That is true. Tomorrow is not today. Well, hey, is there anything I can do to help cheer you up before tomorrow? It sounds like you're having a bit of a rough day or something. Everything okay? Thank you, I appreciate it. There, see, that's looking really good, actually. Look at that contrast. Nice and rosy. I need it a little sharper, though. I got my mid-tone too thin. So we gotta come in and thicken up that mid-tone. Get a thick boy. Get some thickness in there. We got a sickness to the thickness and only thighs can heal. I focus on virtualization and tend to be in case of emergency break glass admin. Okay, alright, see, I could do that. Virtualization is honestly really hot. Like, virtualization's really cool. So, okay. I could do that. Just for the love of God, don't make me DevOps. Like, listen, I'll do DevOps if the job demands it. But I will not willingly accept, like, if someone's like, what is your dream job? I'm never gonna say DevOps. Like, God, no. It's great. Frankly, I find it easier to run just a full Linux VM on my endpoint and use that. Yo, honestly. Like, at some point, you might as well just switch to Linux. I just am such a Windows fanboy, frankly. Like, the application integrity of Windows, I think, is unbeatable across all of the main OSs. Like, just straight up, like, don't get me wrong, Apple's systems and environments are sound, but I find the idea of applications as disk images just ridiculous. And Windows. Yeah, Great Worm. Hell yeah. You could not, like, you have to pay me a lot to do DevOps. I'm not cheap when it comes to DevOps. Alrighty, absolutely, Arg, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Enjoy your nap, get lots of rest, and hopefully we'll see you before stream's over. I'm gonna be ending in like 3 hours. So if you're taking a 3-hour nap, that's a long ass nap. So hopefully we'll see you again before stream is over. But enjoy your nap. As always, stay steeped. Blah. Alright, well actually deployment's not bad. Like, I can deploy any service. What I don't want to deal with is, like, AWS management. Like, I know how to use AWS, I just don't really, you know, find it all that enjoyable. That's why I don't like DevOps. Like, I can do DevOps, but it's boring to me. Like, so my main job has to be something else, because otherwise I would just be bored out of my gourd. How are you liking QA? Honestly, like, doing QA, writing unit tests, and doing pen testing would be a lot of fun. I could enjoy that. Plus, then I get to shit on someone else's day, like, by making tests that breaks code. Ah! I don't know. Like, I don't want to make... I say shitting on someone else's day, but the reality of it is tested code is better code. So I would just take pride in finding bugs. I like finding bugs. Well, I start working about 4 hours, so 2 to 3 hours about where I'm at. Okay, makes sense. Well, absolutely, Arg. As always, stay steeped. But I can do deployment. Like, deployment's not a problem. Just please don't make me fix your printer. I don't want to know how you... I don't want to know why you need to print the Iliad or the Odyssey for your job, but the printer's not capable of holding that much ink. Running on feelings that are both in the past when you were so close. Wish I could go back, but I can't. So I just stare at my screen, wallpaper, still you and me. It's been 4 months and a week. Yeah, I've been counting the days. Nowhere to hide, no matter how far I drive. If I'm dead or alive, I can't seem to escape. I'm just stuck on fair. There ain't nothing I can do. Well, I'm glad you're liking it. I really am. Listen, the world needs more QA testers and people who are passionate about QA testing. Like, don't get me wrong. I enjoy testing my code. But I like writing and solving problems more than finding bugs. If I had to pick between the two. So I enjoy it. Like, honestly, when it comes to what I like to program, I'm picky as all hell. Not that I'm difficult, but I can be a real bitch sometimes professionally. Like, if an approach isn't founded in some pragmatic reason, I tend to refute the approach on the principle of that it's unfounded until we get a more concrete definition. But that's because I believe that as a logical system, we have the capacity to build systems that are cohesive and mathematically consistent. So I hold software to a really, really high standard. I think it annoys people. But that's okay. I'll continue to do it. Hashtag rockin' the boat. Fair. Absolutely. Well, I hope some front end rolls around. Listen, if you're looking for front end work, I don't know if you're actively looking, but if I've got any front end work, I can throw it your way, if you're interested in the future. Ah, it looks so much better. Exactly. It's always worth annoying the team to get it right. I'm just glad that I'm finally at a senior engineer level. Oh my god, it is so nice that all of the positions I'm interviewing for are senior positions. Ah, okay. Good, good. Well, I'll send it to the both of you and you guys can decide who's applying for it. Because there might be a job that's better suited for you, or there might be a job that's better suited for Destiny. I don't know. Good, I'm glad you're in a nice company. Ugh. That's the mistake that I made. Culture is way too important for me to just say that it'll get better. I've got to find a company with a proper culture this time, which is the goal, and then I'm going to do that. Alright, look at that. See, that looks really good. Yeah, that looks really good. Alright, let's get a little more of a red. Absolutely, of course. Listen, software engineering is about connections. 10 out of 10. Now, I can't be having the underside of his chin look like he just got kicked in the face. So, we're going to just kind of even it out a little bit, make it a little bit less dramatic, but leave the dramatic portions in the shadow. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Okay, perfect. Culture and work-life balance. Yeah, exactly. I won't take a job that won't let me stream or work on my own software for my own stream. Oh man, see, now I'm excited for the next technical interview, especially for this one that I coded up this project. See, I really just want to get in an interview and have someone try and tear me in half. Like, that's why, honestly, I'm excited about this 8 o'clock interview tonight. Because I want him to just murder me. You blame Jimmy King for that for what? Now when it comes to coding, I'm a masochist? Should he works for NVIDIA now? I didn't know that man worked for NVIDIA. Yeah, I know, right? He works for NVIDIA now. Absolutely lit. He's been working for them actually for a while, apparently. Absolutely lit. I think if streaming never pans out, for whatever reason, I think my next big job jump is to be a systems engineer for an NVIDIA. Like, writing their drivers. See, that would be sexy. Oh, I'd have so much fun with that. I'd need to go get a master's or a PhD in computation theory, though. Which, good luck doing that. But I think that'd be fun. I could go ape shit for NVIDIA. But I've got a couple of stepping stones I gotta take first. If I ever wanted to make that a reality. Are you kidding me? I'd sit down with Jamie King any day of the week. Jamie, if you're here, I swear to God, you could call me at any time and I'd talk with you for hours. You kidding me? Jamie King's the reason I still program. And I mean that. I don't say that lightly. Hey, Bill, how are you doing? Good to see ya. Nah, straight up, when I was in college, Jamie King talked about optimizations with me. And how not to prematurely optimize. But then he also said, but you can optimize, and there's ways to do it. And it's what got me excited about optimization. That's the only thing that keeps me going anymore. It's optimizing code. How are you doing, Bill? So, Jamie King is the reason why I stick with programming. Him and Steve Halliday. Both of those two inspire me to be a better engineer. Also, because one day I want to have a coding challenge with Jamie King and just absolutely kick his ass. I'm just competitive like that. Thank you, Hootie Hoot. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, see, that'd be fun. We'd have to do it like live on Twitch. I'd need a panel of software engineers to critique us live. Like, you gain or lose points in real time as you make mistakes or come up with clever solutions. You can refactor to get back points. So... yeah, no, I'm doing really good. I've got an interview at 8 o'clock tonight. I sent you my resume. So hopefully that arrived. So I'm doing good. Yeah, no, I'm doing really good. It's a C++ interview too, so I'm gonna get absolutely just destroyed. But in a good way. That's the whole conversation right now, is that I want someone to just crucify me in an interview. Like, I love C++. I was, last night, I just filled up a whole bucket full of C++ and just started drinking, and honestly, it's been refreshing to be back. C++ is the language C++ is the language equivalent of if you want something done right, do it yourself. But is also everything's a landmine and you're gonna get yourself hurt. It's both of those at the same time. It's a 99-barreled gun and one of the barrels will go off when you pull the trigger. All you do is work to coerce it to be a barrel that isn't pointing at you. Yo, no, I feel that. I feel that. I've been working on a bunch of stuff over the weekend and everything. It's been a crazy few days, so I apologize I didn't get it to you sooner. But yeah, so I love C++. Listen, I am a low-level guy, and it's been years since I've had a chance to really play with it, and an opportunity to do professional C++ programming would be incredible. Exactly. Yes, it is so easy to shoot yourself in the foot with these languages. But honestly, I like it. That's honestly part of why I like it. Like, C++ holds your hand. I mean, not C++, C#, Java. Like, don't get me wrong. I love syntactic sugar. Syntactic sugar is great. but I'm honestly kind of feeling like I want to go on like a slim fast diet. Like I don't want any sugar right now. Although C++ 20 now actually has a pretty hefty amount of sugar in it, which is fine. This money is from a company called Blood Carrot Nights. It is the leprechaun we've been working on. Let me grab their link. Blood Carrot Nights is, oh, shit, that's right. My on-screen keyboard isn't working for some reason. Alright. So this is the Blood Carrot Nights website. And so this is where I got it from. They make great miniatures. Honestly, check out their Kickstarter. Straight up. These cats are fantastic. I'm so excited. This Kickstarter, I'm so excited about this Kickstarter. And so I purchased this from Collectible Minis Leprechaun figures. We are painting the Dreamer right now. So this is what we're painting up. Why? No! Damn it, headset! I charged you! My headset died. Shit. Damn it. Alright. It's all good. Ah! Shit. Didn't even warn me! What the hell? You're supposed to tell me when you're getting low. I just had you plugged in. God. Ugh. Hey, Holly, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? For those of you who are... Oh, shit, my keyboard is still not on. Technical issues abound today, as you all can tell. Those of you who are not following Holly Monster, please give Holly Monster a follow. She is absolutely wonderful. I'm sure all of you know her. She is spectacular, and if you don't, shame on you. Holly Monster and I share a Discord, so please go give her all the love in the world. How you doing, Holly? I need to be right back, because I gotta go plug these bastards in. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And then we're gonna keep working on the Dreamer. Oh, I need to finish blending Zio before I run off. Oh no. Oh no. I took too long. No, we Gucci. I know! It's because I have an interview at 8 o'clock tonight. What a weird-ass time. But it's going to be fun nonetheless. I was talking about how it's C++, and I'm really hoping that So it's with a company called Carrot. And what they are is they are just a professional technical interviewing service. Which is why it's such a weird time, is you just pick an available hour and they just give you someone to interview you. So I don't know if I'm getting a programmer who knows C++ or what. Oh, that's really cool. So I'm really hoping that I get a hard ass who's just gonna rail me. Because honestly, I want an interview that's hard. I want an interview that really stumps me. I do not hold back punches when I interview people. I'm actually really awful to interview people because I'm really mean when it comes to interviewing. Because do unto others as you do to yourself. Like, I want hard problems, ones that really, really make me think. So I'm really hoping that the interview tonight is not like, yeah, fair. I probably shouldn't, yeah, fair. Hey, Gurning Cookies, how are you doing? It's been forever. How are you doing? So I don't like you got the simple questions of like Fibonacci and all that kind of stuff. I like to ask the really hard ones. Such as you have a number of strings. You've got a string of integers between 0 and 9 in an arbitrary order in the fastest time possible with the minimum number of steps. How do you detect a loop? or how do you or you don't ask how do you detect a loop, because that actually gives away the secret. You ask, how do you prove there's a duplicate number in the list? And if they try to do just 2n time, where you just take, or sorry, n squared, where you just iterate over the list twice, no, that's 2n, and just record each number, then that's a terrible way to solve it. But it's really fun because the solution, there's a really, really elegant solution. And if the person knows the elegant solution without arriving to it, then that tells you something. And you can then ask them a completely different question, one that kind of takes them out of left field and catches them off guard, such as ask them about things like, what's a good one? What's a good one? Oh, right, here's one. Given a stack, describe to me the way in which execution steps are processed for a given scope. So describe scope in terms of the stack and the executions on the stack. And that one's a really hard one. I only ask that to low level or hardware developers, like if someone's writing a system for like hardware. But that's the hardest question that I have, is describe the stack. Walk me through an actual frame on the stack that's executing code. Because if they can do that, shit, I'll hire them. I'm good. How are you? I need to go plug my headphones in before I forget, because I need them later for an interview. So I'm gonna go plug these in right now. I said a ton of words, but it's a fun question. No, seriously, if you got programming friends, ask them about the stack and how the stack actually works, because if they can start talking about how you've got your CP and LP, which are your pointers to the instruction set and the read set from your RAM, then you can talk about how you've got your return value, like how do returns actually work. That's a fun question. If you want to get more metaphorical, you can propose to someone the concept that all functions are static, and then ask them to prove you wrong or ask you to prove you right, because you got two different ways to approach that, because some languages, the functions are still technically static, but you don't work with them in any capacity like that. So in some, they actually literally aren't static. Like, I don't think functions in Ruby are static. I think functions are actually properly owned. I think under the hood they do have a degree of ownership. Like in Java, functions are actually objects, but even then the definition of the function is still technically static, because this keyword is a decorator in the function name. So you put this, the property, comma, and then the rest of the information. So who actually owns it is just kind of a myth. That's why functions are all static, is because member functions aren't actually real. They're just syntactic sugar for a function that's owned. But I think Ruby changes that up a little bit. I can't recall. Don't quote me on Ruby. I know basic SQL and JQL. That's about as far as my knowledge databases go. SQL's good. I'm getting distracted. Let me go plug in headphones. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. The man tucked in t-shirt white. Boy, he's so pretty. The way he stood, feet firmly planted. But he out this planet. Sorry, I got plans tonight. I think I need a fan. Heating up this tram ride. Reach for a pole. I hope you don't notice. He made my head light. I fall into him. As we break, we've hit a red light. He squeezed my hand tight. For some in the headlights. Ooh, damn, that dude jeans looks tight. I don't mean skinny. The man tucked a t-shirt white. Boy, he's so pretty. The way he stands, feet firmly planted. Way out this planet. Sorry, I've got plans tonight. By chance we've got the same stop. If not, I would have made yours mine. Zone 2 I'd go for you so fine. I would have gone to the end of the line. Zone 2 I've been in my
minds until I go there all the time. Come to, we've got to get to mine to see the planets realign. And line up they will, like extra on the moonlight. Could gaze for days, but he's all I want in my sight. For days he stays, as if the sun never came and gave us time. We've been hitting up the room right, fire to my ears, son. It's pretty hot though, I don't know. Maybe this is all a mirage. I'm real late, what am I doing? Gotta go. Get off my stop song fast. It's pretty hot though, I don't know. This is all a mirage. I'm real late, what am I doing? Gotta go. Get off my stop song fast. But damn, that dude jeans looks tight. The man tucked in t-shirt white. Boy, he's so pretty. The way he stood, fake family planted. But yeah, this planet. Sorry, I got plans tonight.
Well, alright, so I've got a question for you then, Bill. And perhaps this is probably best not discussed actively on stream. But my understanding, so there's a bunch of different ways to represent code. And I was talking to one of my professors, this was years and years ago. I was talking to one of my professors who was working on a project for a self-writing code. He wanted to write code that would write more code. Of course, really, really arbitrary. And what we were talking about is how one of the things he discovered is that functions in Java, to what he was saying, and perhaps I misunderstood what he said, can be handled as objects. In that, when you use reflection, whatever's under the hood of the function object in the reflection class can be used to push functions back into the system. And so he was using the function object to create more functions. So then I guess the difference now, actually, because I haven't thought about this in years, so I guess the distinction is that you still have the intermediary code, what is the intermediary language in Java called? Java bytecode. You probably take the regular code, compile it down into the Java bytecode, and then you've got your instruction set. And the function object is just a wrapper of that Java bytecode, right? So that would make sense. Because now that I'm actually thinking about it, what the hell would a function object actually look like? Would all of your instruction sets be, like, they can't act, at some level, a function has to not be an object, because it's just instruction sets. It's not really part of the library, of the language. Okay, I see. Alright. Oh, hi, Moxie. I love the Moxie. Yes, I do. Alright, let's get some music going again. I need my music. Yo, but that's useful to know, Holly. That's useful to know. Moxie, oh yeah, give me the scratches from Moxie. You know that with various bytecode generating libraries, not part of the language. Okay. Makes sense. Oh, man. I actually really like intermediary languages. Why do I not hear any music? Like, the idea of an intermediary language, I actually really enjoy. Conceptually. It's worked out well. What the hell is that, Fox? Okay, I was hoping it wasn't that. Let's avoid that. That's over the line. Hey, Dragoon, how are you doing? It's going good, it's going good. We've been talking about programming a bunch. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm on your face cam? Oh! Thank you. I'm like, Holly, I'm not calling you right, and we're not playing D&D. What do you mean you're on my face cam? Wait a minute, what does that even mean? Hold up, oh, I understand that. That's how that went through my head. Like the mechanical operations of the firearm? Honestly, programming is a ton of fun. I really do enjoy programming. But what I'm looking for now is hard problems. I need my next job to be really hard. Like, yo, learning is a blast. That's actually one of the things that I like about programming, is programming is kind of an excuse to be a domain expert in so many random things. Literally for the last 3 years, I had to become an expert in genetics so I could represent genetics as a data structure and actually interact with it logically. And that was really cool. And that's why I like programming, is if you're a geneticist, you don't get to just sit down and become a theoretical physicist one day. Like, you can, but that's a lot of work. But a programmer, if I get hired by a theoretical physicist, I still have to understand what the hell is happening in order to be able to properly model it in code. Unless we're just doing just like raw equations in MATLAB or something. Or MATLAB's, that's the wrong tool. Wolfram, let's say. Mechanical operations ergonomics are how each time is designed to be used. Nice. I bet that's a fun discussion. I bet that really is. I mean, I understand the physics at work in a gun. Actually, really interesting systems. They're actually really clever, and the way that you have self-reloading is also really clever. Like the way that whatever it's called, I don't know the proper terms, but when the chamber discharges the shell and it's able to load the next shell, the mechanics that enable that is actually really cool. Gas operation, that's right. Yeah, because I have a bunch of friends who are really, like, from college, who are really into firearms, and being that we were all at a nerd college, they would go into the details of how they actually were designed to work, which is, you know, really interesting when you sit down and think about it. Like, regardless of your opinion on guns, the mechanical engineering necessary for modern firearms to work is actually really impressive. They're actually really impressive. Because, like, a flintlock pistol is the most rudimentary. I eat food, I make gas. That's how it goes, right? So it's actually really interesting. Mechanically, I find them fascinating. Holly, what's kept you from learning programming? If it's interesting to you, you should do it. It's actually a ton of fun. The problems you get to solve can be just incredible, honestly. The not having time, totally understand. Programming does take a lot of time. But in terms of the not knowing where to start, hit me up if you want to learn where to start. Because don't get me wrong, that is absolutely one of the hardest parts about really anything, but especially programming. There are a million points you could jump into the pool. And having someone to guide you into the pool is the right way to do it. Because it's very easy to drown in programming because it's hard. Like, programming really is just logic at its core. It has no feelings. None. It either works or it doesn't. And that's true even in cases of like fuzzy programming. The only one that really breaks that mold is quantum computing, but I don't know how many of us want to do quantum. I want to do quantum computing, don't get me wrong. I've actually played with the IBM quantum computer. They have a portal up where you can run certain sequences through different gates. Oh, so cool. I did a reverse factor, so I took a number and performed the multiplication in reverse, so it extracts all possible factors instantly. Really cool. I can't disagree with that. I would caution against biting off more than you can chew, or probably more than you can swallow. Honestly, that's a pretty big gulp. Pretty big bite too. Honestly, that, yo, power to you. If that's how you learn, then go crazy. I like foundational theory first and then execution. So I've been working on a project right now, in my free time, that has been just so difficult. But it's been nice, and it's been fun, and that is to write a virtual webcam. So there is no way to do this other than C++. Like, or C. But you have to use a bunch of Windows features, specifically on Windows, to get it to work. And, whoo, good lord, it is rough. Yo, pumping the brakes is important. That's actually one of the things about programming that is actually really difficult, I think, for people to get past, is that there's a lot of weeds. You can absolutely get lost in it, and it's really easy to find yourself being overwhelmed with all of the information. And so it's keeping it reasonable to what you need at the time and walking you through it, because you can go off the rails. Like, but someone has to understand it, but no beginner should. It's kind of the concept of, you don't need to know how an internal combustion engine works to drive a car. And if I tried to teach you how an internal combustion engine works before you were allowed to drive a car, you're wasting my time and their time. You don't need to know how an internal combustion engine works to drive a car. You just need to trust that it's going to work. And in programming, there's a lot of cases where you just have to have trust in the system. Yeah. No, absolutely. Like, that's a pretty big leap. Like, I can't even imagine what all is involved with room entry and securing a facility like that. But just from a problem standpoint, that's a hard problem to solve. How do you enter a space, not being able to see inside the space, in a way that you don't expose yourself to just immediate death? And also the counter, how do you fortify a room so that way someone can't get the drop on you in that way. Like, I'm just talking out of my ass right now. I have no idea the problems that are dealt with in those challenges. Shit. Like, I'm sure there are people that dedicate their entire life to just strategies and tactics for entering and securing buildings with minimal injuries and casualties. Oh yeah, a 100% a numbers game. Oh, 100% a numbers game. The more people you have to watch, the easier it is to not be caught off guard. More or less, you need to have, at least in my mind, thinking about it, you need enough people to be able to subdivide every point in space that might be a problem so that you can all simultaneously react to a threat. Because one person is not capable of looking behind themselves and in front of themselves at the same time. Oh god, Bill. I can tell you've not played any of the Tom Clancy games then. I could see that first in the room is probably most likely to get shot immediately. I mean, that makes sense. I don't even see that as cheating. That's just smart. Absolutely flashbang the shit out of that place. Are you kidding me? If I'm walking in blind, I want to make sure the other person has me walking in on them blind. Like, damn. No, shit, straight up. I don't see that as cheating. I see that as saving your ass. Like, good lord. If I had to run in somewhere without being able to run a flashbang through there first, that would be scary as hell for everyone in the room to have their wits about them. That spells bad news. Hey, Aerosbat, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's way beyond. I don't have a rifle yet. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, if you don't know how to operate your weapon first, how the hell are you supposed to infiltrate somewhere? What the hell? Music, hello? Okay. How are you doing today, Airspat? There, how's that looking? That's looking really good to me. Ooh, what are your choices? May I assist in the narrowing? I vote whichever one's gonna give you the most personal satisfaction upon completion. But I'm doing good, I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm pretty excited. I've got an interview at 8 o'clock tonight. I know, weird time. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be real fun. Excuse me. Oh. Well, I hope the rain subsides here shortly so you can get back to forging. I really like seeing what you're working on.
Come over now. I've been so ready to dim my mind. Your body done for mine. Two bodies moving in time and space to try and heal me. I know
Ooh.
what I want, so come over and
How recently has it been since you've drawn anthro characters?
anything more I'm hurting. You spin out when I'm vulnerable, it helps me.
Like, when was the last time you drew an anthro character?
I know what I want, so take advantage of me.
Never. Okay.
I don't mind
When was the last time you drew a humanoid?
oh, so take advantage of me. Close your book. No,
Okay. When was the last time you did something similar to
if that's the way you want,
cat ears?
that's fine. I'll just close my eyes and try to ignore you. Are free right for you to hold me. I won't ask for anything more. I'm hurting. You spin out when I'm vulnerable. It helps me. Things have gone for a little while. I know what I want, so take advantage of me. I won't ask for anything more. I'm hurting. You spin out when I'm vulnerable. It helps me. Things have gone for a little while. I know what I want, so take advantage of me. I don't mind if you take advantage of me. Oh, so take advantage of me.
Alright, looks good. Also been a couple weeks. Okay. So both are recently fresh mentally. Alright, here's what I want you to do. Flip a coin. Call heads or tails. And then something will happen. The moment you flip the coin, you'll anticipate an outcome. You'll either fear an outcome or want an outcome. The trick is to find it, feel it in that exact moment, and be honest with yourself about it. And that's the one you want to go with. That's the trick that I use, is whenever I'm stuck between two choices, I flip a coin. Because in the exact moment that I send the coin into the air, my brain is going to anticipate an outcome. I don't know why. Maybe this is just something I do. But I find myself anticipating or fearing a specific outcome. The trick is to, in that moment, capture that. It doesn't actually matter how the coin lands. The trick is to use that moment of fear or anticipation to read what you actually want to do. That's how I solve those problems when I'm not able to switch, when I'm not able to choose between two things, is to simply flip a coin and feel for the one that I fear or the one that I want. Because in just that moment, somewhere, somehow, my brain decides, no, I want this. That's my trick. Ooh, a wreath. It is getting close to Christmas, so if you want to have the wreath done by Christmas, you are running out of time. But you didn't even pose that one as part of the original two. So and I'm of course not making a decision for you, but I'd anticipate whether or not the wreath is actually a way to try and avoid doing one of the other two. Because it seemed like the other two are what you wanted to do. So I would just be careful and double check that you're not using that wreath as an excuse to avoid doing the other two because it's hard to pick. I see. So it's under the craft table. Under the craft table. I understand now. Hello, Iffy. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Alrighty, he's looking good. The web camera does not capture the amount of contrast actually on him. He actually looks really good. Actually, a ton of contrast on him, which is awesome. Look at that. So that looks good. We'll need to do the neck here soon, but let's work on this arm right here. Yo, I know how out of sight, out of mind goes. I feel that. And how are you doing, Iffy? Good, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Anyone got any fun plans for Wednesday? Anyone painting along with us today? That's a good idea. I like that idea, Airspat. Alrighty. Anyone want to help me practice for an interview? Anyone got some tough programming questions they want to ask me? Sorry, that's just like in the back of my mind still right now. I know, what a random thing to say. I don't know, it sounds fun though. I know a bunch of us here are programmers. Oh, yeah, isn't that a blast? But congratulations to him, Iffy. That's awesome. Full stack developer. Hell yeah. There's a lot of opportunities for there's a lot of opportunities for full stack. There are a lot of opportunities for full stack. So I wish him the best with the job search. Seriously. Hey, small folk, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you too. How are you doing? Yeah, see, oh, that looks so good. Oh, it looks so good. See, the skin tone looks much richer now, because see, compared to here, this feels really flat, this does not. That's what we're going for. That's the goal here. That's why we apply the oils over the acrylics. The acrylics act as the mid-tone. They help to make things possible. And then the oils finish the job. Alright, leg time. Leg boy. Leg day. Well, if anyone has any fun programming questions, let her rip. It'll get me psyched up for the interview. Get me ready to do some programming interview stuff. But if no one's got any, I completely understand. How's everyone else doing otherwise? How are you doing, small folk? It's been a bit. I appreciate that though, Arisbet, I do. That's okay. Well, I appreciate everyone, just being direct about it. Better than going and Googling programming questions and then I give an answer and everyone just goes, I don't know, sounds right to me. Maybe that's what I should do. I should get a bunch of engineers and we should just have a roast. Like, ask me really, really hard programming questions and just chastise the living shit out of me if I get them wrong. Would that be content? Would that be fun? Would you all revel in my misery? It's actually not a half bad idea. That's actually kind of funny. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. That's no fun. I hope you feel better soon. Moxie's down here with me. Oh, what? Did I startle you? Did I startle you, Moxie? Come here. Come here. Let's say hi. Listen, I said your name and you like jumped through the ceiling. So don't act like it is magic. Hey baby girl. Hi Moxie Moo. Hey Moxie Moxie. Oh yeah, kisses. Oh yeah, stinky kisses. Boop. What? No boop? Can I boop you? Boop. Oh thank you. I love you. Yes I do. Say hi to the Moxie. You see, Moxie's a good girl because Moxie doesn't bring squirrels into the house. Yeah, you've never brought a squirrel into the house, have you? Oh yeah, Moxie. Oh yeah, Moxie. We got a big yawn for little Moxie. We gotta get a couple jabs in at Holly because we don't get to see her in stream every time. I don't know if Holly's sharing the video everywhere. I heard that Valandar saw it on Facebook. So I'll leave that up to Holly to share. But let me tell you. Oh, it's so funny. Like, honestly, part of me wants to just show it off on stream because it was too funny. I don't think there's anything swear-wise in it. Like, oh my god, it was so funny. Like, holy shit, it was funny. Oh my god, it was so funny. I can show it? Alright, hell yeah. Let's get this going. Oh shit, this is gonna be great. It's really loud? Okay, I'll make sure to mute the desktop first. Alright, music should now be off. Thank you, small folk. Moxie, small folk says hi. She looks at me with the blanket stuck to her nose. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see how well the capture does. So let's go to the Discord. Because, oh my god, I lost it. Oh, I was laughing so hard. Okay, music, pause. Audio, alright. Oh, it's muted. Alright, this is gonna be funny. Alright. Okay, can everyone see it? Oh, I don't know if the video capture is gonna work. I don't know if it's... Alright, I gotta see what it looks like on my phone. Every time I switch to OBS, it doesn't look like it's capturing the video properly. Damn, I might need to fix this. I don't think it's capturing in real time. Alright, let's see. It's still muted. You guys won't be able to hear it just yet. Alright, now let's see if it plays in real time. Nope. Alright, damn. Alright, it's not working. Well, it was worth a shot. Too funny, though. Like... Yeah, feel free to link it, Holly. Oh my god, it was so funny. I was crying. I was laughing so hard this morning. Like... you freaking lost it. Like, oh my god. I couldn't tell if half the time you were laughing, crying, or both. Like, oh my god, it was funny. So my advice is to absolutely, shit, I bet. I bet. Like, oh my god, if Moxie brought a dead squirrel into the house, I would be doing the same thing. Oh god, it's so funny. If you haven't watched that, you guys gotta go watch the video that Holly just linked. Oh my god, I think it's honestly like the reason why today's a great day. Like, sorry Holly, but that was absolutely the funny, like that was so funny. I needed that. Like, I needed some real solid humor in my life this week. But I'm glad that you're laughing about it too, cause holy shit. Oh, it's just too adorable. Yo, but Table Flip Studios, thank you so much for the follow. You followed a little bit ago. I appreciate it. Welcome to the kettle. How are you doing? Listen, it's great entertainment. Like, you should honestly, Holly, oh my god, you should go through and clip some of those audio segments and turn them into audio events in your stream. Like when someone raids, you just hear the shout, Cora, no! That'd be amazing. You should do that. That'd be spectacular. Like, that's just prime content. Oh, that's so amazing. Like, that'd just be too great. Oh, that'd be so great. If every time someone raids you that gets shouted, I would lose it. Dogs. Gotta love them. Well, so Taylor, in our D&D group, I was talking with him because I don't know if he mentioned it in the D&D chat, but his dog out in the desert would go and grab snakes. And oh my god, the stories that he had were hilarious. I mean, what else do you do? Like, he was talking about, oh yeah, god. Shit, I have never had any of my dogs, or even my parents' dogs, do that. I have never experienced the dogs bringing back a dead animal. Oh, wow. Wait, like wood chips as in, like, pieces of wood? Or wood chips as in, like, a name for chipmunks? Or, like, woodchucks? I'm confused. Exactly. She found a snack. It was for later. It's not every day you find a squirrel sickle. Yeah, wood chips. Okay, yeah, no, those are, yeah, those are not the best thing to be chewing on. Wood is not a good thing to eat. My parents' dog Trixie is a mouser. So Trixie, when she was much younger, she's 15 now, and honestly just stares into the distance. Like, that dog is old for a dachshund. She's 15. She looks like just a walking skeleton, and she just stands there and stares into the distance. Occasionally pees while doing it. Like, just stares into the distance. What a dog. Trixie's always been a grouch. Like, she's a grouchy ass dog. And she is even grouchier now as 15 years old. But when she was younger, you can smell when there's mice living somewhere. Like, if you've been around mice, you can smell mice. Like, even as people, we can smell mice. But Trixie would smell them too. And so she'd walk into a space or a room, something like that, that might have a mouse, and she starts sniffing around. And she's not really convinced there is one until you go, Trixie, get the mouse. And the moment you say, Trixie, get the mouse, she will not stop until it is dead. If at any point we suspected there were mice, that's how we would get rid of them in the house is, like one time Trixie was acting really, really weird with one of our dressers. Downstairs when Griffin and I were kids, we had our dressers in like spaced out next to a bookshelf. And she's really going at the bottom drawer. Like she's pawing at it and sniffing around it and acting really strange. And of course, really strange in this case means that she smells a mouse. So we're like, oh God, really? So we open it up and yeah, they've shredded the clothing in there and they've made a little nest, but they jump out and she just takes off after them. I don't think a single mouse ever escaped Trixie. I don't think anything has ever escaped Trixie. So yeah, so Trixie is a mouser through and through. But she would just bite them and leave them. She'd just bite and drop. Her whole goal was just to murder, not to consume. Like I said, really grouchy dog. That dog loved to kill. Like, Trixie loved to kill. Like, who knows what the hell she's done on the property? Because my parents would just let her run around and do whatever. And she'd fight the marmots. She'd vanish for ages. Like, we're still not sure if Trixie killed one of our other dogs or coyotes got her. Because they both ventured off together and Trixie was the only one that returned. Like, Trixie, what a dog. Tiny little dachshund too, like this little dinky dog. Violent thing. We'll check Discord. The marmots do not win. Ugh, marmots. Awful creatures. They like to burrow underneath, what is this? But oh, yeah, because Texas is where Reaper is. The people who make Reaper minis. Oh, like Trixie was terrifying. The problem with the marmots, though, is they like to burrow under the slabs of concrete, but that weakens the concrete because there's not salad. I need to get all of these weird speech things that I do out now, so that way they don't happen during the interview. But yeah, so that's Trixie. Adorable dog, really cute. Absolutely, you don't touch her. She sleeps, you leave her alone. If it's a rodent, she kills it. That's Trixie in a nutshell. And now that she's absolutely just ancient, she just stands there, practically blind and almost completely deaf, just staring into space. Like, you can't even see her pupils, her cataracts are so bad, but she's still Trixie. She's still Trixie. She's just ancient. The dog did not age well. Dachshunds age like bread. They go bad. They have a lot of eye problems and back problems and everything. To say dachshunds age like fine wine would be a lie. Dachshunds age like bread. It's bread and then suddenly it's moldy. Like, you got a dachshund and then suddenly you got just this blind wiener dog. Get your dogs tested if you have dachshunds. There are ways around it. There are ways to breed dachshunds so that they don't go blind when they're old. But that's the common thing for dachshunds. So it's important to get your dogs tested, especially breeds like dachshunds. Because you need to know, if you're a breeder, one, that you're not going to pass along these terrible diseases to your puppies. But also, if you're an owner, it's good to know whether or not your dog's going to go blind when they're 15. Because then you can prep for that. Because having a dog that has cataracts like nobody's business makes it really hard to manage because she does not know who you are until she sniffs you. So if you get too close to her too fast, she just bites because she got no clue who the hell you are. So whenever I get to the house, I always let Trixie sniff me because she can't really hear me anymore. So it's not like she can recognize me from my voice. Old dogs. Don't get me wrong, I love Trixie dearly. She is my, first dog. Like, the family dog. Technically, my parents had another dachshund when I was a kid named Rudy. We had Rudy and Fred. Fred was a cat. Rudy was a red dachshund. I really liked Rudy. I remember little bits of Rudy. But Rudy got sick and, he, I think, had to get put down when I was 5 or 6. And that was my first real nightmare, actually. Fun fact. Prior to Rudy passing away, I don't have any memories of nightmares. But a day or two after Rudy was put down and Rudy was gone, again, 5 or 6, I don't know how or why I understood what exactly happened, because I don't feel like at 5 or 6 you really grasp death. But my parents' house had this front little living room. So it's the little square right here, and you had the opening into the hallway. So this is the hallway, this is the front room. And there was a couch angled diagonally. So let's say this is the couch. And there's this bay window right here. So we got here, this is gonna be easier if I just find some paper. So this is literally my first nightmare. Fun fact. So you're gonna get to know what Steep T dreamt about as a child. So this is the front room. And there's a bay window right here. And there's a couch right here. So we got a couch right here. Well, so in my nightmare, Rudy goes into the room, and I follow, of course, like, yo, Rudy, what the hell's going on? Come back here. Because Rudy liked to chase flies. So a fly was buzzing around, and Rudy's running after it, jumping, trying to bite the fly. So Rudy runs behind the couch, and then lightning strikes. Lightning struck outside in the background of the dream, maybe in real life, I don't know. But it was raining, and so lightning struck, and when Rudy ran out from behind the couch, Rudy was now a skeleton running around trying to bite at the fly. Scared the shit out of me. Like, that is my first real nightmare that I can recall. I have other weird nightmares. Like, I have this recurring nightmare about a train. Which is why Borderlands 3, the Psycho Krieg DLC, actually really stressed me the hell out, because at one point there's this train that you have to fight, and I do not handle fast-moving trains well, because in my nightmare, I'm always just narrowly avoiding being run over by this train that's traveling so fast that I can barely avoid it. And of course, it's this giant diesel engine. Like, I understand that if it even makes contact with me, I die. So that's a recurring nightmare that I've always had for whatever reason. But that was my first nightmare, fun fact, was Rudy. It happens, I get that nightmare once every decade now. Usually only around traumatic times. Like if someone passes away. So yeah, that was my first nightmare. But my family's always had dachshunds. So, and I love Trixie. Trixie's a wonderful dog. But she's also a pain in the ass. I love her, but she's mean. She's a really mean dog. She's really mean. Her favorite persons are my mom and my brother Griffin. She tolerates everyone else. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, totally. Send in the form. Listen, it's just the submission process. The goal of it is just to get a quote. There's no timeline for committal of work, things like that. So yeah, absolutely. Send in a request. Let's chat about it. I can get you a quote, and whenever you're ready to start that, that's not a problem. Like I said, regardless of whether or not I get these jobs that I'm interviewing for, commissions are going to stay open. It's about damn time. I think I'm finally at the point where I feel like now my art is ready to be shared with others physically. Because really, for me, I like to share the process and experience, but keep the miniature for myself. Well, the reality of it is I'm very quickly running out of space. But also, I'm finding that I think my models will be best enjoyed by others. And so I want to move to the point where I can. That's the thing. They'll still get scanned, they'll still get photographed, because I want to remember what I've created. And anything that is a Steep Team masterpiece, and some of the you choose sections. Thank you, small folk. I appreciate that. I really do. Come with a certificate of authenticity for my work. Like, if you want me to paint tabletop quality, like Warhammer figures, I don't know if I'm going to include a certificate of authenticity there yet, because they're not going to be really like standoutish pieces. The idea is to include a certificate of authenticity for anything that is like a display piece kind of deal. Something that people will want to collect, because that's kind of the idea that I want to go for as an artist. Is I want to eventually get to the point where my works are standing on their own. Like, I'll paint anything, but I also want to, you know, kind of do like a traditional art sense, where I want to commission custom miniatures, like custom sculpted minis. So I want to commission custom sculpts, print them up, paint them up, and make more or less originals. I'm the only one with the model. I'm the only one who's painted it, and distribute those. That's something I want to work on in the future. But then also the idea of, you know, if I find a model that I really, really like, paint it up, sell it, give it a certificate of authenticity for the paint job on it. I think that'd be fun. That would make me really happy. That, to me, is the model that I want to strive for, because that feels the most genuine to the way that I treat art and how I want, like, my art to be treated, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit... I don't know. But either way, I am open for commission. And you'll get proof that I painted it. So that way, if I ever do achieve my goal of being a sought-after collectible as an artist, then hell yeah, you'll be able to prove that I painted it. So that'd be fun. I think that'll be really fun. That's an idea that I've had for a while that really jives with me. Is I want it to be more than just a mini. I want it to be a Steep T. I want it to be a Steep T masterpiece. I think that'd be really cool. Like, that'd be fun. I don't know. It'd be neat to have stuff that I make that people want to possess, to collect. to cherish. I don't know. That to me feels like the right thing that I want to contribute, because it's beauty in the world. And in some respects, I don't know. Maybe it's a wholly egotistical endeavor. Maybe my desire to make works that are memorable is a desire to, in and of myself, make myself memorable. I don't know. I can't say. I just know that the idea intrigues me, and I get excited thinking about the prospects of it. So, who knows? But yeah, so all of my commissions will come with an art card. Even the tabletop, actually, the more I think about it. If I'm gonna paint it, I'm gonna put my name behind it. I don't want to paint anything I can't put my name behind. Yeah, I like that. I like that. But yeah, for those of you who are interested in commissions, I'm looking for initial commissions. I know it's a bit of a risk. I've not done commissions before, so that can feel a bit risky, and I completely understand that. But for those of you who are willing to give me a try, I promise that you won't be disappointed. Because I want to do this full time, and that means that I have to make sure people are happy. So talk to me about what you want. It's really cheap. It starts at $15 for a model. Or if you want a masterpiece, which is the quality of a masterpiece mini for those commissions is always my best, is the way I quantify it. I will spend the time necessary at an hourly rate to paint whatever you want. And it will be incredible. But if you don't want to do that route, you can also commission something at a tabletop quality. And if it's going to take me a few hours, then it'll be $30, $20. Shit, honestly, if it's simple enough, maybe even less than 15. But the minimum price is starting right now at $15. So if you need a 5-person army, whatever 5 times 15 is. $75? But you see my quality here. But everything that I paint on stream right now is at my masterpiece level. So I'm not done till I feel like it represents what I'm able to do, what I'm capable of achieving. Excellent, let's see if it came through. Did you see a thank you page? Yes, you did. Oh, yeah! Oh, thank you, small folk. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Aerospat. Woo-hoo-hoo! I'll get you back a quote. Thank you, Aerospat. Guys, that's our first real commission. Well, yeah, first, like, viewer commission. My friend Taylor commissioned me because he wants to be able to put a review up for me genuinely, so I'm working on a commission here shortly. That's what I was gonna do yesterday, but then I got the phone call about the interview, and I'm like, okay, cool, I gotta pivot. So we're gonna be painting up a sexy Zero Suit Samus, because she's gonna be turned into an amiibo. That's gonna be fun. So, absolutely, we'll see shortly, Airspat. But that's awesome, guys. Oh man, that's exciting. So technically now 2 commissions. 2 commissions. That makes me happy. Absolutely small folk. Wow, I almost said fork twice. Thank you, small folk. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. As always, stay steeped. Oh, absolutely. Listen, times are tough right now. I completely understand. Do not commission me. Do not sub to me. Do not give bits. Do not do anything if you can't afford to. You are your most important person. I'll figure out how to survive on my own. If you guys are struggling right now, don't feel obligated to commission. If you want to get a slot in now, if you know that you do want something commissioned in the future and you want to be able to save up for it, then feel free to submit the form now. Like, I have no problem holding people in a backlog with a quote. But, the important thing is take care of yourselves. Seriously. I will figure out how to survive regardless of what path I take, be it fully professional streaming and painting, or I get a job in software. We'll see how the cards play out, but my most important thing is that you all take care of yourself. If you can't afford to commission me, don't commission me. If you can't afford to sub, don't sub. I will never fault you for that, because you're here, and that's what's important. Your support by just viewing means more than I can ever describe or thank you for properly. And so that's what's important to me. That's what matters, is that we're here, we're painting, and we're making things beautiful. That's all that matters. If I can make a living doing this, then so be it. But if not, then this will continue to be a great hobby and a wonderful endeavor in my pastime. That's for me to solve. Only I can make this a dream, a job. Gotta figure out how to do it. Alright, I think that looks really good so far. I'm loving the arms. I gotta go use the restroom really quick, and then we're gonna paint up the socks and the shoes. Then we got just a little bit more detailing, and he's done, which is nuts. So I'm going to just leave him kind of posed like this. So I will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
something new underneath the moon, that'll be alright, yeah. You don't need to hide it, I like it how you are, yeah. You can never hide it, I like it how you are, yeah. Thought she said goodnight, cause she didn't lie. Could've been a long line, wrong guys blowing up her phone all the time. Hey, he wouldn't shine, you just stop, busting on my laurels, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, I come through with the candlestick. So cute, she can't even handle it. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, I come through with the candlestick. So cute, she can't even handle it. The feelings from me, we're cooking mushrooms. Not wasting time playing mind games, trust me. I've been around for a minute or two. Just let me show you things that you never knew. Oh yeah, stop it every life before I take you home. And I hate to see you cry, but glad you're comfortable. Oh, you don't need to hide it, I like it how you are, yeah. Makeup on your eyes or puddles on the floor, yeah. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, I come through with the candlestick. So cute, she can't even handle it. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, I come through with the candlestick. So cute, she can't even handle it. So don't lead me on. Well, I'm serious, yeah, I have been wrong more times than I'm willing to call. More times than I'm willing, the time I'm spending, I can't keep pretending it's not. This shit is perfect. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. I come through, yeah. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, I come through with the candlestick. So cute, she can't even handle it. Oh yeah, let's get romantic. Oh yeah, me and you can make magic. Oh yeah, I come through with the candlestick. So cute, she can't even handle it.
Welcome back, welcome back. I am also back. Sorry that took a little bit longer than expected. Moxie wanted food, and I got a call from a recruiter, so I've got another interview tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be fat stacked. But that also reminds me, don't forget, December 21st is when we also is the winter solstice, as well as we have the Christmas star or whatever it is it's supposed to be. Either way, we've got some kind of celestial alignment. So don't forget to do any of your magic spells or tarot readings on the 21st of December. I'm banking on some prime magical amplitudes there. So, you know, just heads up. Sorry, random out of nowhere. I'll get the goat blood. Exactly. See, I am already stocked up on goat blood. No, I'm kidding. I don't have any goat blood. No, but seriously, we have something called like the Christmas star. What is it? Let's see. Christmas star 2020. Right. Watch for the Christmas star as Jupiter and Saturn come closer than they have in centuries. They'll be visible from the night sky. So I don't know what magic school is involved with Saturn and Jupiter, but if anyone relies on Saturn or Jupiter as a focus, go apeshit. I know that I'm just banking on that 2020's luck was so absolutely piss poor that any kind of luck magic is just going to kind of just like shift the balance for 2021 being great. So, you know, tarot readings, all that kind of stuff. We'll see what fate says on the 21st. That, or it's the end of the world, and 2012 was just 8 years early, because that would also befit 2020. But yeah, winter solstice. Get your magic and divination ready. Sorry, that's just been in the back of my mind for like a few weeks. And the problem is I don't even know how to properly prepare for it. I don't actually know anything about magic. I wish. That'd be so cool. If magic, you know, had more of a presence. Because who the hell knows whether or not it's real? Physics and magic could be interchangeable. I just don't know how to use the solar system to my advantage yet. Yeah, exactly. 13/1/2020. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Swillow, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Aerospat, it is spectacular. It is spectacular. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I'm really excited, actually. That's going to be a ton of fun. Okay, let's paint up some mint green socks. Yeah, I mean mint green. Oh, it's going to be fun. So we're going to grab phthalo green, because just look at it. And you know you're using, like, this is my oil paint aesthetic right here, is other colors splattered on the tube. Like, oils. I love oil painting. Aesthetically, like, not only do I love it from just a damn, these colors look good perspective, but also, like, it absolutely fits my aesthetic as an artist. Like, it makes me feel like an artist having tubes of paint covered in other paint. It just makes me feel like an artist. And isn't that half the battle? Feeling like an artist? Yeah, look at that. Aesthetic. Exactly, exactly. Look at that. See, that's such a nice green. We're gonna get a little bit of some blue in here to just kind of shift it straight into just like the sexiest mint green we can come up with. Like, I'm talking pastel chocolate chip mint green. Spearmint, so minty, you're questioning why the hell you're eating it. I've been saying that for a while now. 2020 will probably either end with Yellowstone, supervolcano eruption, or an extinction-level meteorite strike. We'll see, we'll see. Perhaps the giant space... What is it? What does the Mayan calendar say that one of the gods, I think in the form of a jaguar, swallows the sun? Something like that. Exactly, exactly. That's true as well, Evan. That is true. Yo, lucky break for whoever the hell was the person who owned that house that was for sale that got a Banksy mural on it. Like, what a way to just win the lottery. Like, are you kidding me? Get the hell out of that house because your property value is going to go through the roof. Space whale? Let's see how warm Portland gray behaves with the phthalo green. I'm hesitant, but at the same time intrigued. Let's see, how's that look? Honestly, that looks perfect to me. Yeah, I like that. My house has a Steepsy Mini in it. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Yo, if I'm buying a house with a Banksy mural on it, I'm making sure that, like, it's part of the deal that it stays with the house. Like, but just straight up, what a lucky break. Like, holy crap. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be really pretty. This is gonna be super duper pretty. Alright. It's time for some mint green socks. Okay, apparently music's done. You spelled my last name wrong! Swillow, I've known you for how long? And you still spell my name wrong. No, I'm just teasing. It's still wrong, but I'm just teasing you. I don't actually care. No one spells my name right. Exactly. Yes, exactly. The last name's T. T-E-A. Get it right. What? You're just such a pedantic fool? You don't know how to spell T? T-E-E-E-E-A-E-A. Thank you. It's British. You're fine, Swilly. You're fine. I'm teasing you. Banned! No, I'm kidding. Arisbat! Ban him! No, I'm kidding. Don't. Better. Sick dino on him. The ferocious little dino's gonna tear you to shreds. Shred him up, dino. Alright, that's a nice looking sock. Now let's make it feel more mint green. Rock on, man. Your autocorrect is absolutely slaying you today. Moxie doesn't really play anymore now that Z-Dog's not here. Makes me sad. Makes me think I need to get her a friend. And then I get even more sad because I don't want another dog. But I doubt Moxie too much. I just worry that now that she's alone, if I don't get her a friend, by the time I do get her a friend, she's lost that puppy-like playfulness and instead finds herself being exhausted with the new friend. Honestly, like how Z-Dog treated her. See, Z-Dog loved Moxie. Still does love. loves Moxie, but Z-Dog had her limits. Moxie still is very much a puppy. And it just breaks my heart thinking about that. Because I think it would be incredibly sad if this wonderfully vibrant dog who just lost her friend, the person that she plays with every day, well, person, companion, dog, sister, I don't know. It just makes me sad that if I ever do get her a friend, that she won't want to play anymore. And I think that would break my heart more. So I'm not sure what to do, honestly. Because another dog right now is an enormous commitment. Oh, I agree. I think historically, or my historical experience, especially with dachshunds, is dachshunds get really crotchety as they get older. And I do not think Moxie will be an exception to that. So I just... That's good. That's good. Dogs are a good judge of character. They really are. But yeah, so... Yes, I want to see a dino. I want to see Dino. Let's pull up Dino on Discord, so that way everyone can see the cute Dino. I bet. Yo, dogs are so sweet, though. I love dogs so much. Oh my god, that's so cute. Holy shit. Look at how cute Dino is. She's so cute. Look at that. Oh, that's so cute. That is just adorable. Yo, you need to get that photo framed. That is an A+ photo right there. That is an A+ photo. That is so cute. Oh my lord. That is just way too cute. Dino's so cute. Oh my lord. The socks look pretty good though, actually. Do it. Let's grab Buff. I think Buff is the right next step. Oh, what I should have asked for Christmas is better oils for my generic oils. I need to stop using these Blick oils. They're just... I've outgrown them. They're not bad oils, but I've outgrown them, that's for sure. And that's my biggest issue right now. is that if I've outgrown the oils, I need oils that'll behave differently. I need some high quality. I need a high quality buff. I need a really high quality buff because I use buff constantly. Out of every paint, buff is almost completely gone. Buff is perhaps my most used color. Yeah, buff is my most used color. I use it everywhere. That's the trick to forging your own Steep Sea. Is use buff even when you think it doesn't need it. Everything always needs buff. It's just such a healthy color. It's not white, but it behaves like it. It's just, oh, it's so sexy. It fits every need. Oh, so pretty. Look at him. Oh, that's just so pretty. I love huskies so much. Huskies are just like the cutest dog ever. They are way too much energy for me though, but like if I have a friend who has a husky, that dog is like my favorite because I love huskies. Love, 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 love huskies. Bork, bork, Moxie. Bork, bork. Yeah, that's right. Go bork at him. Go bork at him. Bork it up. Bork, 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 bork. It's a Holly. Oh, man. Too cute. Too cute, Swillow. What a cute dog. Holy crap. I'm tired. Am I crashing from my soda? Probably. I don't think Moxie wants a husky boyfriend. I want a husky boyfriend. Not like the dog, but like the husky body type. But Moxie does not get a husky boyfriend. Oh no, 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 no. I am not a big dog person. I'm not a little dog person either. I'm like right in the middle, like corgis, dachshunds, doodles. No, no huskies. I love huskies. They're beautiful dogs. I do not have the time for a husky, the energy they require. I cannot properly care for a big dog. The energy that they require is too much. It just doesn't work for me. Moxie literally sleeps all day. If she has a friend, she'll play with that friend all day until they're both tired, and then they sleep all day. That's the dog I need. Is one that when I want to cuddle or when they want to cuddle, it's cuddle time. But otherwise, they can be left to their own devices and will just sleep or entertain themselves. And getting a husky to that spot, to that capacity, is really hard, if not impossible. They are super high energy dogs. So, nah. Big dogs are not for me. It just doesn't jive with my lifestyle, unfortunately. They're sweet dogs. They're wonderful dogs. Now, I will love on anyone's pupper, but I just can't. It's just too much work for me. I want to make sure they have a good life and are getting all the stimulation that they need to be happy dogs, and I can't promise that. Because I work, and then I stream, and then now I'm doing commissions. I'm not even going to have time to date. I'm spending time on myself and what I want to do and focus on me. I don't even have time for another human right now. So, maybe in a different life. if I didn't do the things I did. If I don't do the things I do. Yo, get a female husky. Huskies are wonderful. They're just so beautiful. Their eyes are gorgeous. Like Huskies have just the most beautiful eyes. Like, it's incredible. How's that look? I like that sock. Yeah. Good. I had to console Taylor. Like I'm like the man's crying on my shoulder, and I'm like, it's okay, buddy. And I'm like wiping his tears away, you know, licking a couple of them, cause no, I'm kidding. No, but like, yeah, no, I'm excited for D&D. I'm glad to hear that it's a guarantee this weekend. Oh, man. Gotta get that salt somehow. Listen, I only drink orphan grade tears, thank you. What are you doing? It's how I power all of my evil spells. What are you doing, Marcy? You're so damn cute. You had to go say hi to Holly. You had to go say hi to Holly. Yeah. Come here. There you go. Now you're under the blanket. Oh yeah, there's the Moxie. There's the Moxie in the comfy blanket. Yo, it totally is. And I do not blame you for a second. Like, understand that I am absolutely okay if it has to be put on a hiatus for a smidge. But if it never boots back up, grass. Not actually, I'll just be upset. I'll just cry myself to sleep twice as much now. No, but I understand. Like, straight up, I do not blame you. Job, life, all that shit's got to get in order. Then there's time to have fun. So I do not blame you even for a second, Swallow. I have nothing but understanding for your situation. Because hell, when I get a new job, who knows? I might be on call on weekends. I might not be able to play. There's no telling what's going to happen. And often, there's a bit of hazing. Oh my god, another interview? Everyone is trying... Moxie! Moxie's doing this! Moxie just rotated my chair. Excuse me, dog. How dare you? What the... Are you kidding me? Moxie, where the hell did you go? When did you get so strong? When did you get so strong? You doing weightlifting when I'm not watching? Are you doing doggy push-ups? Am I gonna find you, like, doing some chin-ups somewhere? Like, am I gonna walk out in the backyard and you've got the neighbor's cat in a headlock? Like, come on, dog. Come here. Come here. I know. You just want love and attention. That's not true. She wants my food. Because I've got just a Tupperware container full of meat. Straight up. It's just straight up meat. I've got Polish sausage, brisket, and ribs. It's her favorite collection of smells. Mine too, honestly. Like, just a pile of meat. Oh. I love meat. For someone who is a vegetarian by choice for, 3 or 4 years, I love meat. I've done a complete 180. Absolutely straight up a carnivore. Love meat, love fish. Vegetables are still delicious, though, don't get me wrong. I love vegetables. But, oh man, if it wasn't absolutely terrible for my heart, if it wasn't just absolutely just awful for my physicality, I would eat steak every single day of my life without remorse. Yeah, Moxie, but you know, I'm going to die of cardiac disease before I'm even 30. See, just when I was a kid, for some reason, there was just this point where meat didn't taste good. Hated fish, hated beef, barely liked chicken. So we go somewhere, do you got veggie burger? Do you got this, that, and the other? Like, I just didn't eat meat. My brother right now is a vegetarian. I just can't get enough meat. Something in my brain clicked and I'm just like, meat tasty. It's my inner caveman. Just goes, oh, meat. No, straight up, like, good lord. I don't know why. And fish, love it. Most of my life I despised fish. Still don't like salmon. Kind of like salmon. I'll eat cooked salmon, won't eat raw salmon anymore. It's too stringy. I don't like the way the fat moves through the salmon. It just gives it a bad texture. No, I'm not really a fan of the taste. Now, ahi, like tuna, shit. Tuna, I will eat a dangerous amount of tuna. Like, if tuna didn't have so much mercury in it, which, so much mercury, relatively speaking, it's still a small ppm, but not good to ingest. So, but it is massively higher than what is considered healthy, so, oh, I know, right? Like, you want to know what I want that I haven't had in over a year now? Is I want just the thickest cioppino I can find. Like, I want clams and mussels and, not oysters, but clams and mussels. I don't think oysters would be good in a cioppino. But, like, give me some clams and some mussels. Crack as much crab as I can handle till my fingers are bleeding. Like, oh, I haven't been out to a restaurant in a year. I really haven't. I haven't been to a good seafood restaurant with just like all-you-can-eat crab in years. Has it been years? Oh my god, it's been like 3 years. Guys, I gotta find an all-you-can-eat crab shack. I used to have them in Salt Lake. I would go like once a week. And then they closed. I ran them out of business. I ate too much crab. No, I'm kidding. It's not my fault. They got bought up and then torn down by another company. But the point being, now I want seafood too. Specifically just like as much steamed or boiled crab as I can stomach. Like real crab too. Ugh. Oh, that sounds really good. Gotta get yourself some lightly fried fish fillets. I really am excited for 2021. It's been a hard year. And I know the first thing that I think of when I think of 2020 is good riddance. But also, I want to take time to reflect on 2020 for both its blessings and its curses. I learned a lot. I think all of us did. We learned that in some way the construct of how the working world works does not actually have to be the way it is. We learned a lot. But I'm hoping that with a vaccine and a proper plan, things will be able to get back to a new normal out there. It'd be nice to be able to go to restaurants again. Hey, Megan Hain, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Agreed, Great Worm. Agreed. I have a lot of faith in 2021. It's not gonna be... Yeah, no, exactly, and that's the thing, is 2020 hasn't been all bad either. At all. I got free therapy for almost a whole year. My insurance covered everything, no copays. Shit, I'm getting $40 back. Oh, that'd be awesome doing a crab boil. Oh man. Yo, listen, if you cook the crab, like if you manage the cooking of the crab, I'll buy as much crab as we can handle. Like, thank you, Galame Artist. How are you doing? Good to see ya. Welcome, welcome. So I'm excited for 2021. I really am. Honestly, what really is gonna be nice is the removal of the fear and doubt. A vaccine that promises a semblance of immunity. Hell yeah, that's what I said. I'm buying. Alrighty, we're doing a crab pot. Or a crab boil. Straight up, that would be fun. We've been talking about doing hot pot. Oh, that's wonderful, Great Worm. That is wonderful. Yeah, I can't even imagine how this has affected you because you're in a much more serious disposition than I am. So that is wonderful to hear. Like, shit. Yeah, that makes sense. No, it's tough. It's really tough. Like, that's really the thing that I'm looking forward to most, is the removal of the fear of injury. Because the long-term effects are still unknown, but they're not looking great. So... in between bakes, ooh, what are you baking? Or is it the kind of bake? Sorry, there's a lot of different kind of bakes out there now. You also got shake and bake, which is different than, you know, baking. I agree, Sacred Demon. I agree. I'm really hoping for that too. That'd be nice. Skull Kid. Not getting that. Unfortunately. Not clicking for me. I feel like I should... Oh, I'm getting a phone call from someone. Oh. Am I able to call them back? Can I return the call? Weird. Oh, I bet that's super annoying, Aerospat. I bet that is super annoying. Fortunately, I don't have to deal with any runoffs where I live. But I can imagine that's annoying. Honestly, it'll be nice just for everything to quiet down a bit. Twitter won't be my source of news anymore. Or less, things won't happen on Twitter that I give a shit about anymore. Or have to. Ugh. Because it's exhausting to follow it all. It really is. I liked going back to not having to care on a daily basis what the government's doing. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to be politically involved. But it would just be nice if the news cycle just, you know, chilled a bit. It's not the news's fault. There's just a lot of shit going on that I gotta cover. It's like, holy crap. Oh man, who all's been playing Cyberpunk 2021? 2077. Good lord. And to think, I've got an interview in 2.5 hours? Damn. Never do an interview at 8 o'clock at night. I'm so screwed. Oh my god. I'm so screwed. It's fun. It's a really good game. I just finished the story last night, and it was really good. Yeah, no, we're gonna be done in about a half hour. And I'm gonna go cook dinner. Continue to just, you know, get my brain zoned back into C++. And then we'll rock and roll from there. I just really hope that the person who's interviewing me actually knows C++. I've heard from my father curse since... What? I've never heard my father curse in such a way of him telling to get the last person to F off. To be fair, they showed up at 8 p.m. and wouldn't leave. Ugh. Yeah, no, I would be so upset. No, I can understand that. Alright, those socks look cute. Yeah, I like them. You have no choice. True. No, like, my only worry is that the person that's interviewing me doesn't know C++. Because the whole reason that they've outsourced it to the company they've outsourced it to for the interview is because they want to do a validation run of C++. So I'm gonna ask in the interview, like, yo, do you know C++? And I'm really, really hoping the answer is yes, because then I can actually be evaluated on my C++. But if the person answers no, the interview is gonna be a waste of my time, unfortunately. Like, that's the unfortunate part. Like, that's my biggest worry. Is because the only reason we're doing this interview, rather than having just interviewed with them today directly, is because they wanted to do some additional screen work on my C++ knowledge. Because it's been 5 years, and I've been upfront with them on that. I'm like, it's been 5 years since I've really done C++. My last C++ was C++ 11. And so they're like, okay, cool. Well, then we'll send you off to this place to do your interview, because they're going to be a lot better at evaluating your C++ skills, and then we can get into the nitty-gritty for the stuff we want. And I'm like, okay, Pog. But I have no guarantee the person that I'm interviewing with actually knows C++, at least not on my side. It looks like it's just going to be a general algorithms interview. And if that's the case... We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know till I get in there. I love it. All right, Aerospat, I love that question. That's a great one. I love it. What's your All right, what's your favorite part of C++? Is it the squiggly brace or the parentheses? Oh shit. Damn. That's a fun question. I actually really like that. Oh god. How the hell do you even answer this? Yeah, I'm feeling... Nah, the parentheticals are nice though. I mean, you don't have a programming language without either. Unfortunately. Well, you do. I guess technically both aren't really necessary. There are languages that do without. You're completely right. Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna say squigglies. Nah, I'm gonna say parentheticals. No. Both of them are awesome. Technically, you can get away without using parentheticals in almost all languages. Now, not every language. Parentheticals are, of course, needed for your for loops, your while loops, all that kind of stuff. Whereas the squiggles declare a body of scope. That's the whole job of the squiggles, is to declare a body of scope. Without scope, everything's just everything. It's just assembly. You know how parentheticals in assembly. Interesting. Writes down something I can't see. Tell me, Doc, what's wrong with me? Why can't I find love? I see here. It says, you paint too many miniatures. I don't need a plastic crack, man. The cardiologist. Yes, come, join me for a game of Magic the Gathering. There's no such thing as too many miniatures. There is if you're eating them. As you can tell, I'm an expert at improv. It's back. Oh, Jesus. Yes, crunch. Eats a granola bar. It's actually just a bunch of... I pull out what looks like a Nutri-Grain Valley granola bar, and not sponsored by them. And I just like start crunching away, and it's actually just a bunch of bits super glued together, like in the shape of a granola bar. Oh, that sounds just awful. That is a super expensive granola bar. Welcome back, Swillow. How are you doing? Welcome home. Oh, excuse me. Oh, he looks so good. He looks so cute, honestly. Adorable, in reality. Shoeses. Okay. Let's put down some dioxazine purple. It's actually just a mound of sawdust. I don't know. Have you ever actually eaten a Nutri-Grain Valley bar? They're actually pretty yummy. They do absolutely, disintegrate, though. Like, I don't know where I saw it, but someone's trying to open up a Nutri-Grain Valley bar, and it just, there's more extra bits, like, falling to the ground than there is actual, like, granola bar. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard. Because they really do. They just disintegrate on you. I love the taste of them, though, actually. Like, I love the taste of Nutri-Grain Valley granola bars. Sponsor me. Nutri-Grain Valley granola bars. Nutri-Grain Valley granola bars. Honestly, I'd be sponsored by Nutri-Grain Valley granola bars. I don't even know if I'm saying the product name right. That's granola. It's like gondolas, but granola. And they have nothing to do with gondolas. Exactly. Yo! Does anyone know someone who makes granola bars? I'll straight up sponsor granola bars. I love granola bars. Specifically, Nutri-Grain Nature Valley granola bars. Right? Isn't that the right brand? Nutri-Grain. Oh, I've been butchering the two names together. Yeah, which one do I like? Nutri-Grain or Nature Valley? Images? No, I like Nature Valley granola bars. Yeah, I like the Nature Valley granola bars. Nature Valley, sponsor me. Ah! And someone back there is going, and that's a nope. Oh man, no, straight up, I would love a Nature Valley granola bar sponsor. How do you even get sponsored by someone like that? Do I just email them and just be like, send me the money? Sounds like you're already sponsored. Go out and buy yourself some Nature Valley granola bars. Nature Valley granola bars. Disintegrate before you even taste. I'm not sponsored by them. Ugh. But I'm saying I could be, because I really actually do like their granola bars. They're hearty and crunchy, but a nutritional and value-spaced packaging. I don't know what I came up with. I was just like talking randomly. I don't know. Doing it for the meme. If Markiplier can sit there and talk about corn and then canned beans, then I can do it. They are absolutely a friend of the channel. Please, for those of you who are not following Nature Valley granola bars, please go give Nature Valley granola bars a follow. I love them, especially in my belly. Because you gotta make it weird. Otherwise, people don't buy it. People only deal with weird now. Like, what's the last thing that you purchased that like had a normal commercial? I literally use deodorant because of how weird the commercials are. Exactly. Great Worm's seen it. Oh god, that's funny. Oh shit, I was losing it. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Oh, Jesus Christ. One of the funniest videos I think I've ever seen from Markiplier was that stupid Del Monte thing. I'm just sitting there the whole time like, what the hell is going on? Ooh, Italian herb-crusted chicken breast with sour cream and rice steamed in chicken bouillon. Oh, that sounds so good. And then for dessert, a Nature Valley. No, I'm kidding. Ugh. Get that sweet, sweet granola money. Yo, it works. It works. Like Markiplier, like honestly, it's a great marketing strategy. Like I have no idea if Del Monte is even in on it at all. But what a great plug for Del Monte, because the only reason it was brought up, the only reason I'm talking about a canned vegetable product is because Markiplier's mad at them because they only sent him a 24 pack of canned corn. Like, what the hell is wrong with the world right now? Like, did it work? Is that actually advertising? Did Markiplier just run like just a 3,000 IQ marketing campaign for a corn company? Like, I don't know anymore. I can't tell anymore. Reality is fading, and I'm not sure where I am anymore. Like, Jesus. That's how they get you. Well, exactly. I'll have to look up bare naked, though, because that jives with my lifestyle. Bare naked. Clothing optional. Oh, they were so funny. Oh my god, they're so funny. Like, oh, Markiplier is hilarious. I love that man. I'm also glad that he's kind of past his douchebag phase. Because there was a few years where he just kind of turned into a dickbag. And I'm glad he's not anymore. He's actually gone back to being wholesome, which makes me happy because, woo, I was mad at him for like 4 years when he was being like a dick to Wade and Sean, I think is his name. No, Wade and John. I can't remember the other guy's name. Like that whole drama, I was hella mad at Markiplier over it. I was like, Markiplier, you are an adult. Get your shit together. Wade and Bob, that's right, Wade and Bob. No, like, I'm glad to see they're all talking again. Because honestly, it's like, Markiplier, you had an opportunity to help your friends succeed. And I don't know. It was a long time ago. It doesn't really matter anymore. They've made up. But that frustrated me. That made me sad. I lost faith in Markiplier when that happened. I felt personally like he'd been corrupted. I'm glad he kind of made it out of that. So it's been nice. I've been watching a lot of Markiplier content again. By the way, that guy I was telling you about that I'm helping him do some basic gear firearm stuff, I actually got a video call from him about 10 minutes after I told you about him. Spent about 45 minutes going over how to track progress, drills, and target stuff. Whoa. Yo, I mean, props on you for going over all that stuff, because that is a hell of a time sink. I sure hope they appreciate all the time you're spending teaching them this stuff. Ugh. Yeah, no, I like Markiplier. He's good people. Alright, we're gonna put down a little bit of Alakazarian Crimson. I'm gonna mix in some white to that as well. Wie spät ist es? Alright, 10 minutes until 6, so we're gonna be winding down here. Absolutely, Airspat. As always, stay steeped. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy D&D. We are going to be winding down stream here in the next about 30 minutes. False. 10 minutes. I do not have any additional time beyond that. So in 10 minutes, I must raid off so I can make food, mentally prepare myself for an interview. And now schedule 2 more. I'm gonna need to call Nick. That's the person I'm working with for the interview. I need to call him because I need to know whether or not they're scheduling something because my next few days are getting booked out really, really hardcore. So, I'll need to call him actually right after stream. So sadly, I am going to have to raid and run with whoever we raid to. So please make sure you give them my warmest sincerities. Works. My warmest graces. Give them my love. Never. Swallow, you shall do it. As your streamer, I command thee. Sounds too cult-like. Putty please with cherry on top and a smooch from me. No, the smooch from me. That was too e-girl. What's the right way to do this? Please? There, I think that was the right way to do it. Regards. Nah, because, like, give him my regards. Like, it sounds like you're gonna have to go put him in some concrete when you're building the bridge. That's what it sounded like to me. I'm like, give him my regards, my condolences. Well, what for? Because he's gonna die. No, it's... like, that's what it feels like. It felt like a mob boss thing. I don't know. I don't know what kind of accent that was. That's my mobster accent, I guess. Was it good? I assume since you're asking that, it wasn't. And now I'm kind of hurt. How could you? Yeah, it was you one, unfortunately, but it was a good use. That's a good use. That was a good use of that. I accepted. But yes, I agree. Regards were the I don't know, I like the term. Give them my sincerities. I don't even know what that means. I don't know. I don't know. Stop asking me these questions. You're gonna make me cry. That was an affront to organized crime everywhere. I'm sorry. Now I'm gonna find myself in some concrete.